Joining me now for more on this is U.S. Ambassador to NATO, good friend of Wake Up America and mine, Ambassador Matt Whitaker, on this side of the pond for once. All right, so, Mr. Ambassador, I recall the legacy media fear-mongering about Trump leaving NATO. They got it right. Partially, he's leaving it stronger for future generations. They're increasing spending, and now, thanks to what we saw yesterday, they're actually taking on more of their own security in their own backyard.
Yeah, well, good morning, Mark. It's great to be with you. You know, not only is this the golden age of America that has been launched under Donald Trump, this is the golden age of NATO. You know, he has made it stronger. He's made it more lethal. He has made it relevant. And now, with this announcement yesterday that I was able to participate in the Oval Office, he has made it Europe's responsibility for the traditional defense and deterrence on the European continent, including the war with Ukraine and Russia. And so, you know, this is really an extraordinary moment. You know, the thing that's we have to understand is the American taxpayer is no longer going to bear the burden of the Ukraine war or of European defense. And so that's great news. At the same time, you know, we have to totally understand that America makes the best weapons, the best ammunition, the best artillery, the best of everything, including our F-35s, our Abrams tanks, so many great things that are produced, and the world wants them. And I think really Europe paying for American armaments and then providing them to Ukraine for their own defense is a win-win for everybody. And, you know, Donald Trump does it again, and it's really an honor to serve with him and for him in this administration.
Yeah, it also means a lot for American jobs because those things are made here at home. So despite all of that, Mr. Ambassador, I'm a little surprised some GOP members openly oppose sending aid to Ukraine, including Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, staunch supporter of the president, but posting, "I've never voted to send a single penny to Ukraine. I've only called for peace. I remain firmly opposed to any U.S. involvement, including backdoor deals through NATO, which American taxpayers overwhelmingly fund. I'm unapologetically America first." I mean, this is NATO spending the money, not American taxpayers directly. And America first has never meant isolationism or America alone.
Well, and I think, Mark, to your point, this announcement yesterday is an example of America First foreign policy. This isn't a backdoor deal. This is Europe and Canada paying for American manufactured armaments that are then going to be provided to Ukraine by those European and Canadian allies. I don't, you know, again, this should be quite popular. As you know, I spent years campaigning across this country, talking to Donald Trump supporters primarily, or convincing people to support Donald Trump. And this is a very common sense approach to a situation where, you know, we want peace. We want the war to end. Donald Trump is a peacemaker. He's brought peace all over the globe, whether it's with, you know, Congo and Rwanda, whether it's been, you know, the 12-day war between Israel and Iran. And, you know, we're going to probably see an announcement between you know, Armenia and Azerbaijan. And so Donald Trump is bringing the end to conflict. He's frustrated with Vladimir Putin. He wants Vladimir Putin to come to the table, but he also knows that the only way that Vladimir Putin is going to come to the table is if he can't win this war. And, you know, we're seeing it on the battlefield. You know, Putin has only achieved 1% territorial gains in the last 18 months. He's lost 1 million soldiers in this war as casualties, a third of those killed in action, which means almost 300,000 soldiers on the Russian side for marginal gains on the battlefield. It needs to end. Donald Trump's a peacemaker, and he's creating the conditions for that peace.
Yep, absolutely. And the president wants to stop the killing to end. Mr. Ambassador, safe travels back to Belgium, and we will hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Good to see you again, Mark.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.